When the Lord sends a word to the house, it's for a reason. And the Lord told me Friday night, tell the folks you cannot afford to. You don't stop fighting. Use, Sister Glenda Marie, she looked at me like you just changed my whole name. Use the weapons that God has given you to fight with. The power of prayer. The power of prayer. I know I asked you to look at your neighbor several times, but look at somebody again and tell them prayer still works. Whenever the preacher is preaching, and whenever I say, that means I want you to stop playing some song, because they either getting ready to come in or I want them to come in. The power of agreement. That's another weapon. If two agree concerning anything, that our Father which is in heaven shall hear it. Matthew 18 and 19, and it shall. I told you about the power of prayer. I told you about the power of agreement. And can I tell you about the power of affirmation? Ooh, I should be dead, but I'm still here. Because I let come out of my mouth, I shall not die, but I shall live to declare the works of the Lord. I can't die now. Can I give you another one and then I'm finished? The power of praise and worship. What did Paul and Silas do at midnight? They were in jail, Sister Evelyn Marie, locked up in jail, getting ready to get killed. But the Bible said at midnight they prayed and sung songs. And doors opened. There's something powerful about your praise. There's something powerful about your worship. What did he tell Jehoshaphat? Put the praisers on the front line. Move the fighters, but the praiser is more important. The Lord gave it to me. I was doing Bible class on Wednesday night. You remember when David was running from Saul again? He was running from Saul. If I did a psyche eval on Saul, I would classify him as being bipolar schizophrenia because he was violent. Cause 1 minute, go back and look at me. Don't take my word. 1 minute he was so nice and treated David like a son, and the next minute he was trying to kill. So he was chasing him again. But this particular time, David goes to the house where Samuel is. Samuel had a house of prophets. On the radio I said Samson, but it was Samuel. Samuel had 2 schools of prophets. David runs up to the prophet. He hooks up with another prophet, another praiser, another worshiper. Saul sends 2 different sets of men up to kill him. And they fell out in the spirit in the field. They couldn't even get up in the house. This particular time, David says, I'm going to go up here myself and get him. David reaches the ground. Saul rather reaches the ground, and the Spirit of the living God hit him, and he fell out. And the Bible says he stayed out there in the presence of the Lord all day. All day. There's something about your praise and your worship. In therapy, if I got a patient that says I want to scream and I'll close the door and say, get it out. Let's go in the day room, let's go outside in the courtyard and you scream all you want to. That's therapy. Don't you know your praise and worship is not only therapy, but it reaches God, it moves God, and it touches God. Why, Pastor? Because he inhabits the praise of his people. I said something last Sunday, and the girl told me yesterday the Lord confirmed. Where's James? I don't need him, I'm cool. I know you're not going for a cigarette break. Cliff looked at me like, get up off my board, get up off my board. That's how he looked at me. They take out for one another, they really do. They take up for one another. I decree by this time tomorrow a miracle will take place if you give God your greatest praise and worship now.